Hello and good day. Today we're going to discuss Zika virus and citrus leprosis virus C. Let us discuss first the Zika virus. What is Zika virus? Zika virus is a single-strand RNA virus of the Flaviviridae family and genus Flavivirus. Zika virus disease is caused by a virus transmitted primarily by Aedes mosquitoes which bite during the day. Zika is a mosquito-borne flavivirus that was first identified in Uganda in 1947 in monkeys. And later, it was identified in humans in 1952 in Uganda and the United Republic of Tanzania. Outbreaks of Zika virus disease have been recorded in Africa, the Americas, Asia, and the Pacific. From the 1960s to 1980s, rare sporadic cases of human infections were found across Africa and Asia, typically accompanied by mild illness. The mosquito vectors typically bred in domestic water-holding containers. They are aggressive daytime biters and feed both indoors and outdoors near dwellings. As you can see in the picture, it is the transmission cycle of Zika virus. When a person infected with Zika virus can be transmitted to a baby during pregnancy, and next when the Aedes mosquito bites infected person, that infected mosquito bites another person and transmit virus. Zika can be transmitted through blood, but this is an infrequent mechanism. The virus has also been isolated in semen and may be spread through sexual contact. Here are some symptoms of Zika virus: fever, rash, joint pain, and conjunctivitis or red eyes. Zika virus infects and replicates in dendritic cells, spreading through the blood to another parts of the body. Mild disease among adults can cause a light fever, skin rash, conjunctivitis or red eyes, muscle or joint pain, and general malaise that begins 2 to 7 days after the bite of an infected mosquito. Zika virus are comprised of an envelope and a nucleocapsid. The virus particles are spherical and small in size, approximately 50 nanometer in diameter, with an electron-dense core approximately 30 nanometer in diameter. The virus can cause microcephaly, which severely limits brain development among fetuses and newborns, and other serious birth defects. Zika is also linked to Guillain-Barré syndrome, a condition that damages the nervous system. As you can see in the first picture, a baby with a typical head size and a baby with a microcephaly. A microcephaly is caused by underlying abnormal brain development or loss of brain tissues. Child outcomes vary according to the extent of the brain damage. And the next picture, or the second picture, shows the difference of a normal nerve and a nerve that affected by a Guillain-Barré syndrome. In a Guillain-Barré syndrome, the fiber is exposed and the myelin is damaged. Now, how we are going to prevent and control Zika virus? Symptoms of Zika virus infection are usually mild. People with symptoms such as fever, rash should get plenty of rest, drink fluids, and treat pain and fever with common medicines. If symptoms worsen, they should seek medical care and advice. Wearing clothing preferably light color that covers as much of the body as possible, using physical barriers such as window screens and closed doors and windows. Applying insect repellent to skin or clothing that contains DEET IR3535 or icaridin according to the product label instruction. Young children and pregnant women should sleep under mosquito nets if sleeping during the day or early evening. It is important to eliminate these mosquitoes' breeding sites, including covering water storage containers, removing standing water in flower pots, and cleaning up trash and used tires. Community initiatives are essential to support local government and public health programs to reduce mosquito breeding sites. Now, let us discuss the Citrus leprosis virus C. Citrus leprosis virus C belongs to the genus Cilivirus and family Ketaviridae, and it's considered the most devastating virus infecting citrus in Brazil, being the main viral pathogen responsible for citrus leprosis or CL, a severe disease that affects citrus orchards in Latin America. It represents millions of dollars in damage to citrus crops in countries where it has been established, affecting mainly oranges and mandarins. Virus particles mostly occur in parenchyma, cells of the lesion in affected orange leaves, fruits, or stems. Particles are short, bacilliform, 120 to 130 nanometer long, occasionally up to 300 nanometer and 50 to 55 nanometer wide. Leprosis is a serious disease of citrus caused by Citrus leprosis virus C, whose transmission is mediated by false spider mites of the genus Brevipalpus. Citrus leprosis virus C is a quarantine pest which causes an economically important disease reported only on the American continent. It has caused economic losses in Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Venezuela, Costa Rica, Panama, and Honduras. Citrus species, especially sweet oranges or Citrus sinensis, are naturally infected by Citrus leprosis virus C. If proper mite control is not undertaken when the disease first appears, severe losses in quantity and quality of yield may occur. Fruits with lesions have low commercial value, especially for direct consumption, and untreated orchards may serve as a source for the mite, and citrus leprosis may spread to other plantations in the area. Now, how we are going to prevent and control Citrus leprosis virus C? It is controlled by controlling the mite vectors. Sprays are applied after field monitoring of the vector once it reaches economic threshold levels. And some of the products recommended in Brazil are acrinatrine, azocyclovir, bifenthrin, and etc. And here are some additional practices that are useful to reduce virus inoculum: to remove and by pruning affected branches, windbreaks to reduce vector spread, control of weeds, use of healthy plants to plant the orchards, and control of the movement of people and material in orchards. That would be all, and thank you.